Hello, happy crocheters. This is Lindsay from windingroadcrochet.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful washcloth. This washcloth has a really nice raised texture, and it has a built-in border that we will work as we're working the texture. So there isn't like an afterthought border on this. It's all worked as one piece. Let's jump right into this pattern and see what we need. We are going to be using 2 skeins of Peaches and Cream Stripey. That is about 3 ounces that we use total. It is a worsted weight size 4 yarn. We need a yarn needle. We're going to use a size H 5mm crochet hook. We're also going to need scissors. We are creating a 12-inch by 12-inch washcloth in this project. To get started, we are going to take our yarn and make a slip knot, insert our hook, and we are going to simply chain 54. Once we've completed our chain, we are going to work a half double crochet into the second chain from the hook. I like to crochet into the back bumps of the chain, but you're welcome to crochet into the chain any way that is comfortable for you. I just think working into the back bumps of the chain makes for a nicer edge. When we reach the end of the row, we are going to work row 2, which is the same as rows 2 through 4, are going to all be worked the same. To do this, we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. We're going to work half double crochets across this row, working into the back loop only. So normally, when you go under into a stitch, you would go underneath both of these top loops. But to work in the back loop only, we're going to go down the center of the stitch and out the back, yarn over, pull back up, and complete our half double crochet. So we're only going under the back loop when we go into the stitch. We're going to work our half double crochets in the back loop only all the way across. When we make it to the end of row 2, we are going to simply repeat row 2 until we have a total of 4 rows. So we are going to half double crochet in the back loop only of every stitch across, and we're going to do this for both row 3 and row 4. These first 4 rows are the bottom border of our washcloth. When we make it to row 5, now what we're going to do for each row is work the side border, the texture in the center, and then the side border again. To do this, we will start by chaining 1 and turning and working 5 half double crochets into the first 5 stitches, working in the back loops only. That is going to be our side border. Once we have those 5 stitches worked, now we're going to create our middle texture. To do this, in the first stitch, we're going to work a single crochet and 2 double crochets. So I've worked a single crochet. Now in the same stitch, I will work a double crochet, and then 1 more double crochet into this very same stitch. Now we will skip 2 stitches and repeat that stitch pattern. So we're skipping 2 stitches. In that 3rd stitch, we will single crochet and work 2 double crochets into the same stitch. We are going to repeat this stitch pattern a total of 14 times, or until you have 8 stitches left unworked at the end of the row. When you make it to the end of the row and you have just 8 stitches left unworked, then we are going to end up skipping 2 stitches and single crocheting into the 3rd stitch. Then for the last 5 stitches of the row, we are going to half double crochet into the back loop only. So we've started and finished our row with 5 half double crochet in the back loop only, because those are our 2 side borders. Now all we need to do is repeat row 5 until we have a total of 35 rows. So I'm going to walk you through this row one more time. To do this, you're going to chain 1 and turn and half double crochet in the back loop only of the first 5 stitches. Next, we're going to start our stitch pattern. So in the next stitch, we're going to work 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets all in the same stitch. Then we will skip 2 stitches and repeat the stitch pattern. So skip 2 stitches, and in the following stitch you're going to single crochet and then work 2 double crochets into the same stitch as the single crochet. Repeat this stitch pattern a total of 14 times, or until you have 8 stitches left unworked at the end of the row. When you reach those last 8 stitches, skip the first 2 and single crochet into the 3rd stitch. From here, you should be able to see how our rows are kind of getting scrunched down to give us a nice light texture. To finish up this row, we are simply going to work 5 half double crochets in the back loop only. And that will complete our texture row. You simply want to repeat this row until you have a total of 31 rows. That's including the bottom border and all the texture rows. Once you have a total of 31 rows worked, now we are going to simply add the top border to our project, and it's going to be exactly the same as how we worked the bottom border. We're simply going to chain 1 and turn, and then work a half double crochet in every stitch across, working in the back loops only. So I'm just going to zoom in here so you can see how I'm working it down the top center of the stitch and working under the back loops only. And we're just going to keep doing this in every stitch across, working half double crochets in the back loop only. And then when we make it to the end of the row, we're going to chain 1, turn, and just repeat this row 3 more times. So we're going to have a complete total of 35 rows and a total of 4 top border rows worked at the end of our project. That will give us the nice ribbed border at the top, and then our project will be all done. Once your 4 top border rows are complete, so you're going to see in just a second, I've worked those 4 top border rows. Our project is all done, so we can go ahead and fasten off and weave in our ends. Because this did take 2 skeins of yarn, I do have 4 ends to weave in, but that's not very much, and it makes such a beautiful washcloth. So I'm just going to trim my yarn about 6 inches away from my hook, yarn over, pull the yarn through the loop and tighten. That will fasten off. And then I'm just going to find my yarn needle and show you how to weave in one of the ends. So here's my yarn needle. We will go ahead and weave in the ends, working our yarn needle underneath the bottom of a few stitches. We're going to weave our yarn end back and forth a total of 3 times because this is a washcloth. It's going to be getting wet and it is going to be washed. So we want to weave our ends back and forth at least 3 times so that our yarn end is not coming out when we wash it. You're just going to weave in all 4 of your yarn ends and your project is complete. And here you have your finished washcloth. These things are really nice. It's a really fun little gift to make for yourself or to make as a gift for someone else. It's a great, easy holiday gift. One of my grandma's favorite gifts for the holidays was always getting a new washcloth. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.